Hi, so this video is actually part of my final project for my drama class, and I chose to talk about The Death of the Hired Man by Robert Frost. I didn't expect much from it at first because this story is quiet, only has a few characters and the setting stays in one place. But the more I read it, the more I realized how much it says about people, about dignity, and about what it's really mean to come home. So let's talk about it. It all happens on a farmhouse porch when Mary is sitting outside looking at the moon, and then Warren, her husband, comes home. And then she tells him that Silas, someone who used to work for them, has come back. And then Warren is unhappy because Silas had a habit of leaving them when they need him. But Mary noticed something different this time because Silas looked so tired, fragile, and quiet. And then comes the moment when Mary says, I think he's come home to die. That's turning point. Warren doesn't want to accept it, but by the time he finally goes to check on Silas, and it's too late. He passed away, silently, just like the way the whole story is told. It ends on a soft, but still full of things left unspoken. There are two kinds of conflict going on, internal and external. From internally, Warren is torn between his sense of responsibility and his disappointment. He wants to do the right thing, but he is tired of giving chances. Mary, on the other hand, is pulled between compassion and reality. She understands Warren's frustrations, but she also sees how broken Silas is. Then there's the tension between Mary and Warren. They both care, but in different ways. And even though Silas never argues or speaks much, his presence brings up all these past emotions, especially between him and Warren. So it's the kind of conflict that doesn't explode, it just lingers. Now let's talk about the people in this story. Mary is calm, caring, and super aware of what's happening, not just in the outside, but also in emotionally. She said home is the place where when you have to go there, they have to take you in. Really capture what this story is all about. Warren seems cold at first, but he's not heartless. He's just tired of being let down, of being expected to care when it's hard. And Silas, he barely says a word, but he's the center of this story. He is old, tired, and proud. He doesn't want to beg, he just wants to be somewhere that feels like he matters, even if it's just for a little while. This drama explores some heavy and deep. The first is about home, not in psychical way, but emotionally. It makes you ask, where do we go when we have got nowhere else? What does it really mean to come home? And there's also the theme of dignity. Silas doesn't ask for much. He doesn't even go to his rich brother. He returns to a place where he once felt like himself, even if it's ends badly. And of course, there is compassion, the kind of that doesn't always feel easy and fair, but shows up anyway. At the heart of it, the story asks, what do we do with people when they are no longer useful? Silas is not strong anymore. He is not coming back to work. He is not offering anything, but still he wants a place to rest, to feel human again. And that's kind of neat. It's not always easy to understand, it's not always easy to respond, but it's real. It reminds us that everyone deep down just wants to be seen. Okay, the last part. What really stayed with me about this story is how quiet it is. There's no dramatic ending, no big forgiveness scene, Just a man coming back to where he once belonged, and two people deciding what to do with that. It made me think about how not everyone asks for help out loud. Some people just show up, hoping you'll notice. Silas didn't say it, but he came back because he had nowhere else to go. And Mary understood that without needing him to explain. Stories like this stay in your mind not because of what happens, but because what they make you feel. So yeah, this is a short and simple piece, but there's a lot of beneath and surface. Mm, Thank you for watching.